strong back about 1.5 degrees away from the Falcon 9. This is our new sequence we've used for the flights from Pad 39A into Kennedy Space Center. At liftoff, hydraulics will then pull the strong back away from the vehicle. That'll help the umbilicals disengage from the second stage in the payload fairing as Falcon 9 heads to space. Liquid oxygen loading is continuing. We'll finish loading LOX into the first stage at about T-minus 3 minutes. LOX will finish loading into the second stage at about T-minus 2. Fuel is loaded on both stages. We're closed out. That looks good. In the last minute, you're going to hear the call out. We'll listen in together. Start up. That means the flight computers are now in control of the sequence. It'll end up at T0 when we've checked that we're at full power and we release the Falcon 9 to flight. The SES team, they are go. They've done their last checks. The range is go. The weather, we keep watching the winds, but everybody is go right now. So T-minus 2 minutes and 40 seconds of counting. Let's listen and watch together the last minutes of the countdown of Falcon 9 carrying SES-10 to space.
Time to go. I don't know what the delay is, so it's probably at least a minute, and I don't trust them, so could be even 2 minutes. I'm going to walk outside for a potentially historic launch and reuse of a SPACEX Falcon 9 rocket first stage booster that has already launched into space and returned to Earth. And it is about to launch an SES satellite into geosynchronous orbit and then re-land on an ocean-going platform in the Atlantic. Both, well, the first one, the launch and reuse of the rocket, of a flight-proven rocket, as SpaceX calls it, would be historic. But then to land it back for a second time in the Atlantic onto a barge for return to Cape Canaveral and refurbishment to use maybe a third time, amazing. They should be go for launch. Should be right up over my neighbor's boathouse roof. I don't see anything yet. I'm wondering if maybe they got a hold. Absolutely perfect conditions. Starting to think there might have been a hold on the launch, because with the delay on the internet, which is actually a shorter delay than it is on the television, we should have had a launch by now. Wait a few more seconds, and then I'm going to pause this video and go see what the holdup is. There it is. I can see it through the mangrove off in the distance. Right through that palm tree should be a glow. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Zooming in. Come back over here. There it is, just to the right of the palm frond. Looks like we have initial launch of a flight proven, otherwise known as already launched, first stage rocket, which by itself is a historic event. Now, if they could just have a completed mission and deploy their satellite to orbit, we got a successful mission. I don't, oh, there it is. It's emerging out of the top of this palm tree. right there. There's the contrail behind it. To the left, lower left. There's the rocket. I'm going to go in, and the rumble is starting to arrive. That just caused a duck in the canal to take off as soon as it heard the rumble. I'm going to pause here and go in. Everybody very happy at SPACEX Control in Hawthorne, California. And there he is, first stage separation. We have first stage separation. Now that's the first stage going to come back to Earth and land. There are the legs. 2 of the 4 feet just came out. Looking at the left split screen, the left screen on the split here. That's the first stage returning to Earth. Going to land on an ocean-going barge in the Atlantic Ocean. Now they're going full screen on, okay, now this should be second stage separation. Now that the left split is the first stage returning to Earth. T+4. I'm going to turn the volume up here.
Successful launch of Falcon 9 carrying SES 10. First stage has separated from second stage. That's what you see on the left-hand side of your screen. That's the first stage. Coming back down once again. This is the second time we've launched it. This is the second time we're attempting to land it on our drone ship. Of course, I still love you, which isn't even integration.
While that first stage is coming back down, that second stage is going to continue thrusting for a few minutes, carrying the SES-10 spacecraft into geostationary transfer orbit. But
you want to see this?
The first stage, as it approaches our drone ship, of course, I still love you.
Yes, now we're going to have 2 events called out pretty quickly. We'll try to narrate those as they're notified to us. We will have the landing as well as the engine codes that are going to cut off, or excuse me, the engine shutdown. So we're going to try and narrate that for you as much as we can. We also might lose the video feed of the first stage as it re-lands on the drone ship, as we have seen happen before.
You can see that first stage coasting back right now. Sometimes we do 3 burn maneuvers, doing a boost back burn and then a re-entry burn and a landing burn. Today, we're just doing a re-entry burn and a landing burn. So what we're doing is we're catching that first stage with the drone ship as it makes its way out on a parabolic trajectory over the Atlantic Ocean.
Exactly. Now, since planet Earth is a sphere, as the rocket descends onto the drone ship, we lose the horizon. As it goes under the horizon line, the ground stations may lose the communication feed with the drone ship. So we're going to hopefully bring you live footage. We see what you see, and hopefully we'll all see a successful landing once again all together.
We do have cameras on the deck of course, I Still Love You, but they're on a satellite link. So again, those vibrations from that first stage coming down may jostle the satellite link, so we can't get all the video all the way down. Just be prepared for it. But right now, we are still tracking that SES spacecraft and the second stage. Looks like everything is going well so far.
Yeah, primary mission is SES-10, and it's looking great thus far. So let's go to John I for a status update.
T+6 minutes, 13 seconds into flight. All goes well. We're going to listen for the start of the entry burn coming up in just a few seconds.
There's the entry burn, re-entering Earth's atmosphere.
And we heard the call out. We have start of entry burn.
T+634. There's the entry burn.
And shutdown. Entry burn looks like we've got a good burn.
Okay,
The
that's a
first
good
stage
thing.
on its way back to the drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean. motion slowing down as it heads through the atmosphere. Second stage continues to be on target. Propulsion looks good. Everything continues to be go at 7 minutes and 5 seconds into flight. So we're going to go back down to the floor as we get ready for the landing of the first stage in the orbit of the second
Okay,
stage.
lost video.
As you just heard,
2+7.
this first stage's re-entry burn has just completed. Looks like the video is moving right now. Like we said, we're going to have some difficulty getting video as it makes its way.
Okay, on right here,
But coming up very soon is going to
that's
be
the barge. That's the drone ship.
just a few hundred feet off the deck of our
And
drone ship.
that's what it's aiming for.
Now that drone ship you see on the right-hand side of your screen, that is live footage. And like we said, it's out in the Atlantic Ocean. So we're going to try and maintain that steady feed as the rocket descends, which is just in a couple of seconds here. Like I said before, literally just 4 or 5 seconds after we have stage landing, we should have indication as to the second engine cutoff, meaning that the second stage with SES-10 is in good orbit. But right now, we're just watching our screen here, waiting to see
Here it comes.
It looks like we may not have continuous video feed from the drone ship right now. Like we said,
The video has locked.
We don't currently have direct line of sight with that drone ship. We only have a satellite link, and as it gets down, kind
Yeah,
of close,
we won't know.
those engine, that Merlin engine.
Ah, too bad. Too bad. We lost video.
So just stay put here. We're gonna let you know.
It was successful. Confirmed it was successful. Awesome. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. There it is. There it is. Been in space twice and returned both times. Looks like a 4-point landing right in the center of the barge. Couldn't have been more perfect. That is amazing. Well, can't make out what she's saying over the crowd's cheers, so I'm going to wrap this up in a few seconds. SPACEX has made a historic launch of a flight-proven, as they call it, but essentially a reused first-stage rocket that's already been to space and back. There's Elon Musk. 2, 1. You got it.
We just had an incredible day today. The first reflight of an orbital class booster did its mission perfectly, dropped off the second stage, came back and landed on the drone ship right in the bullseye. It's an amazing day, I think, for space as a whole, for the space industry. It means you can fly and refly an orbit class booster, which is the most expensive part of the rocket. This is going to be ultimately a huge revolution in spaceflight. It's the difference between if you had airplanes where you threw away an airplane after every flight versus you could reuse them multiple times. So it's been 15 years to get to this point. So it's a long time. A lot of difficult steps along the way, but I'm just incredibly proud of the SpaceX team for being able to achieve this incredible milestone in the history of space. I'm sort of at a loss for words, but it's really a great day, not just for SpaceX, but for the space industry as a whole, and proving that something can be done that many people said was impossible. Thank you.
Good job, Elon.
So this is fantastic news for
And that's a wrap for us.